Alright, we're back. Hanging in Satisfactory. Thanks for sticking around, folks. Duppy Pro, subscribe to Tier 1. Thanks ever so much for the support, Duppy Pro. Make sure you connect your Discord and your Twitch so you can join us in the Discord in between streams, where we talk about Satisfactory, Minecraft, all kinds of nerdy stuff. Barbecue. Toy Bear was making some ribs and sausages. Now I'm starving. And it's all his fault. Anyway, we're going to jump in here. Toy Bear, don't be sorry. It reminds me that I need to go... greatest... let's spin an autosave. Let's load. Let's see, 45, 46, 815. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Must have been an autosave just before I logged out. Anyway, I realized something as I was looking at the aluminum production. We have two things to make. There's aluminum casings and Alclad sheets. What we had set up before was, or planned to set up before, was Alclad sheets. But I need to take a look at the ratios. So what I'm going to do, I believe that I have a Chrome website here that I can bring up. I want properties. And I want to center on the screen. Nope, that's not center on the screen. There we go. So, as I look at this, there are aluminum ingots which we are making now, and they are used to make Alclad sheets and aluminum casings. And then they're also used in alternate recipes. There's an empty fluid tank that we have to make as well. That, I believe, is for nuclear production. And then there's also an alternate for a fused modular frame. I know we need more of those later on down the line. But it looks like if we look at Alclad sheets and what we make with Alclad sheets, we make batteries, belts, lifts, and drones. Drone ports, hazmat suit, heat sinks are important. But really it's heat sinks and batteries. But if you look at the casings can also be used for batteries. They're needed for the regular recipe for this, as well as radio control units. So I feel like we need to make sure we're making enough of these casings. So that's the first thing we're going to look at here today. I don't know why the screen flickers when I go from full screen back to the game. I know it comes through on Twitch, and I apologize, but there doesn't seem to be anything I could do. Anyway, if we go over in here and look at what we were doing. Got the hover pack on. So we were planning on doing 64 assemblers in this kind of configuration, with 8 on the bottom, 8 in the top, so 16 per side. So that's 32 here and then another 32 over there. However, we need to work on the constructors too. So I think I might try to divide this room in half, because we can always add more down the line to a certain point. We have, I should switch before I die here. We've got some room to expand if we need to expand production. We've got up to there, right? So I want to look at a constructor and see what a constructor needs for aluminum casings. So let's take a look at a constructor. If you're new to Satisfactory, coming over from the Minecraft stream just a few minutes ago, it's a factory building game. Think like resource management. You have to mine things out of the ground just like Minecraft, except for the resource nodes are infinite, and you bring everything in on these belts, and then you turn them into other things. And so we're in the process of turning one thing into many things and having things zipping and flying around in different directions. So it's very fun. It requires a little bit of math, which you're about to find out. But it's pretty good. Aluminum casing. 90. It sucks up 90 ingots per minute, and then you get 60 aluminum casing. That ratio is garbage. So these things only use 30, I think. Yeah, oh, well, I guess it requires a copper ingot. Still, 30, and you get 30, but it requires copper. Hello, Sweet Sandy. Thanks for the unlark. Thanks for the link in chat, Cosmic. So we need 90 per minute. And I don't remember what we're bringing up on these. It's not even, it's 6 and 8. So it's 14 per side. And I want to say it's 60. 60 per unit. Can't build a foundry. 60. So we're making 60 times 14. $840. 840 divided by 90. We can only do 9 constructors. What if we did 10? Then we could dock them down to do 84%. Or if we did 8, we'd do 105. I don't want to overclock them. $720 would be ideal. So maybe we'll do, if we remove 720 from 840, that's 120, right? Right. Okay, so that's what we'll do. We're going to do 8 of these guys, and then we'll send the overflow back around to these other assemblers. All right, I need to write that down, or I'm going to forget. So we need 8 constructors. For casings, that's 720 ingots, and then overflow goes to assemblers that are making sheets. Okay. So, inventory check. Let's just make sure we have enough to do all this. I thought that's supposed to have a night switch on. I think that was my problem last time, is that night mode doesn't come on until it's like super dark. I think we have night mode turned on. Yeah. Wait to see when that actually turns on. Alright, we need to make 8 constructors. I'm glad I checked this. We need to make another probably 16 assemblers. So reinforced plates. Cable. And rotors. Rotors must be back on the train. How are we doing for other things? We'll grab extra those. Extra those. Oh, light came on. I switched it to green for fun. Not gross looking, isn't it? We need more lights up here. Specifically, like right here. Actually, why don't we just do that? This is going to look terrible. Oh, I should switch that around. Oh, I can't connect it to that? Oh, fine. Okay, we need to do temporary ugly power pole here. Hold on. Missing concrete. Wow. Do I have no concrete? Alright, well we need to go get rotors anyway. We need to go load up on the concrete. They turn your headlamp off when you're in hypertubes, which sucks. Miss Redtail, thanks very much for the follow, and Uber Elder, thanks for the follow. Uber Elder, that's a great username. We might be able to get into some trains today too. Get some plans. Make our train life a little bit easier. Right, concrete please. Let's grab a lot of this. We can stock up the storage. And then we'll grab 64 rotors. Probably from over here actually. Plans for the day are taking care of stage 3 aluminum. There's more rotors. So that involves making Alclad aluminum sheets and aluminum casing. We're not going to do anything with them immediately. We're just going to put them in the bins so that we have them. In Satisfactory, I mean, I don't know if we're having dinner for dinner. I took out smoked meatballs for dinner, but I think that's going to be tomorrow's dinner. I might actually have chicken burgers tonight. I'm feeling like I need something easy. So I'm probably going to go with chicken burgers. I don't have any sides though. Maybe I'll walk to the corner store and buy like potato chips or something. It's the weekend. It's cheat day, right? Actually, that's not a bad idea now that I think about it. Right. Let's do power pole. We'll do that there. Now this should be connected to the same thing, but unfortunately I feel like you have to turn these on and off. before this picks up and changes. So that to me does not look like 35%. So unfortunately you have to have like you have to have a new a new light control unit for every one of these big ceiling lights. Really problematic. And of course now it's off because it's the night mode. Let's turn it back. Let's turn night mode off for now. It's still really bright, but better than being in the dark, I guess. Concrete can go in here. Keep 3. Rotors can go in there. And I think we're good. I should have got more cable. Let's go get more cable before I forget. Yeah, I think we have to route the copper as well. So we're going to have to do some real backtracking on this copper. I don't know why it's so slow. I'm not sure why it's clogged up. So we'll have to figure out what's happening here. And rethink a few things. Let's bring 1, 2 cable. I'm already enjoying having these extra inventory slots that we unlocked yesterday. So one of the things we have to do is we have to take copper that's being manufactured here, more than likely from these smelters rather than these, and we're going to send it into our aluminum factory. You can see there's some copper exiting the plant here, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to take it down here and we're going to reroute it underneath all this stuff and run it back this way. Because I can't think of another way to do it without going on top of everything, and I kind of like the way things look in here right now. Yeah, the bigger pocket dimension is a fun little joke in the game, and it was a good find. I'll take that. I mean, I would really like to find our diluted fuel because we're starting to feel the crunch on the power. Like we're already at 50% capacity, and that's going to go up very quickly as we get into these aluminum production facilities. So we'll have to see how this is going to work. All right, those. I feel like we have to put these in there too. And need space for wire. I think we're good now. So the plan is to take 720. So what is... I think it's 8 times 60. It is 480. We need to do 12 out of the 14. So for this particular setup, we might be able to get away with just taking 2 extra and sending them in a different direction. Because we could technically handle everything on one line. That's probably what we'll do. Nope, accidental hypertube. So I know I'm happy with this design, so we're gonna go ahead with this. Finish this off. And for this, I think I'm gonna switch over to my hover pack Does make things a little bit easier. Right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is where that starts to get in the way. So we've got to move these awesome sinks around a little bit. Easiest thing to do is just going to be to send them up this way. Temporary, so I'm not worried about it. Whoops. What's the best solution for power as you get towards this stage of the game? At this stage, some version of fuel. And we're using just basic fuel. You can't see it right now because it's too far away, but we've got a fuel plant down right here. We've got a big fuel plant. But if you can dilute the fuel with an alternate recipe, you get a lot more out of it. And so that's what we need to do. We can't do singles here, so we'll have to do doubles. Okay, that will bug me, so we're going to fix that. Let's just go across to here. And then we'll power this one too. Cool. That gets everything out of the way. And then we can come back in here and finish the job. Those awesome sinks are to make sure that our aluminum keeps running while we're doing this. Otherwise, everything would clog up. So to double check, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And we're going to continue with this little design. I don't know if this is final, but I like it, so we're going to mess with it. See what we can come up with. Sorry, it's a bit of a slideshow. It was not like this last night. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. Now I have to make the decision which way we want this stuff to go. So these Alclad aluminum sheets, I think I want them to come back this way, but if they come back this way, we have to figure out what we're going to do with them. I feel like it would be good to send them into the middle, but not out that way. We probably want to send them into this space here. around the back. Well, I guess we could look and see. We should belt up the inputs first. And if we have room, we could run the output down this way. Going to start off a new save next week. Oh, very cool. Plan on having a smaller factories on the map and see if I can manage that better. I think that's an excellent idea. I think it's also going to be good for your computer frame rate and stuff like that. What I would do is if you find like a cluster of, let's say, iron nodes, then turn that into an iron factory that makes the stuff that you need at that stage in the game. Because you're always going to need constructors and stuff like that. And you can switch them over to make other things. And that way, if that factory is just making stuff, then the stuff that you're putting on belts or trucks is going to be plates or rods or screws. And that way, you'll just have that stuff floating around. And plus, if you don't want to design a great big factory, then designing a single purpose factory is a lot less stressful, I think. Alright, so let's think about how this stuff is coming up. Wow, why is it such a slideshow? I wonder if it's the hover pack. Nope. I wonder if there's anything running in the background. There shouldn't be. Nope. So we need to get these ingots evenly distributed because we've got 840 coming up. So 840 is coming up. Divided by 60 is only 14. Wait a minute. Why did I make 16 of these? Why did I make 32 of these? Did I do the math wrong somewhere? Times 14 is 840. Oh, because these only need 30. Right. So it's 840 divided by 30 is 28. Right. Okay. That's why we've got 32 of these, because I wanted a couple extra. Right. They only take 30. So we've got 6 on one side and 8 on the other. So 8 times 60 is 480. 480 divided by 30 is 16. So that means that we don't have to divide these. We send this belt straight down the back and split it into two levels. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use conveyor walls because they look cool. And we'll split it, I guess, at that height. Meaning that we can split it again up here. I wish we could split it inside the tower, but I don't think we can. Question is that going to be too close? If I have this going like this and a belt going like this, can I then take what I want off of this with a splitter? Yeah, I should be able to do that, no problem. That should be far enough away that I can do that. And then we can just go with another vertical tier. For the copper. It's a little overkill, but I kind of think that having the space is going to be worth it. Because that means we're going to be filling this with belts as well. This here will also be a belt. Hopefully these won't be in the way. Looks like they're probably going to be. I didn't know you could add a splitter or a merger on a belt like that. Yeah, you totally can. I think it's one of the first things that I learned how to do. I prefer to put them on the ground. I find them finicky because they don't snap on the belts. It's really handy when you're first starting to do it to put the splitters on the belts, because when you don't have foundations for them to snap to, it's better. So that worked. The question is, will autosave lag. Will the lift clip the foundation? I'm betting that we're gonna have to sacrifice these because I think the lift is gonna clip the foundation. That one doesn't. This one does. Yep, so we can't use those. That's annoying. Well, we can use one of them. Right, we can leave this one. We have to get rid of these. It's not the end of the world, but... even then, like, it just touches the top there. So that's what the distribution is going to look like for the imports. I think that looks pretty snazzy. Alternatively, we could have everything on the ground, but I just don't want to deal with that. We might want to lower them up here, just because it is higher up. We may not want to add extra height to this. Like, this might be where we want to have... well, I guess it doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm walking around with my flashlight on. Yeah, it can be tricky to build a tower them to get the right height, I agree. Plus, when you build them in a tower, they keep on switching directions automatically, which is annoying. Okay, so we need to now take the line of 8, which is, I believe, the line on the right. Correct. And this needs to be split. No. Yeah, split and go up and down. Don't yet know how I'm going to do that. It would be very cool if we could do it inside here, but splitters are so big, I don't see that being a possibility. Well, we could have the splitter in here, and then we could have the lift on the outside. That could work. Because this could enter in somewheres in here. And then we could have the splitter out the back. Yeah, okay, that'll work. So I guess the thing now is just to measure out what we need for these belts. We went one past on that side. Hey, Rads, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. I guess I don't think we're gonna need awesome sinks up this way. But we'll build it as if we're going to need overflow. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's too long. 9, 10. Okay. So what we'll do, get rid of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be fine. And what did I say we had coming up? 8 times, no, 14 times 60 is 840. So 420. That means that each of these needs to be a Mark 4. I like the look of the Mark 4 belts, actually. They don't both need to be Mark 4. This is making Alclad sheets, so 10 copper ingots times 8. This only has to be, one of them only has to be a 120 belt. Let's do the copper up top. Because the other belt looks cooler. Alright. That's that. So I guess we don't actually need... This would only be temporary. This part back here. This is for us to work with. We can delete this afterwards. But we'll have to do the same thing down this way. Wow, lag. Why? Really pushing the limits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I could have just looked for the greens, the green bit sticking through. Powering these is also going to be a pain in the butt. What's that? Oh, did we run out of... We need to go get more reinforced iron plates. Mark 4 on the bottom. Since we're already up here... If you were to start a new save, is there anything you would do differently given what you've learned about the game? I think the advantage of starting a new save is that you know where things like oil are. The fact that there's oil on the west coast that's really not that far from the grassy plains, I would be gunning for oil as quickly as possible. Also, knowing where coal is makes you think about how you're going to set up your factory for power. Water is the other big thing. The thing that I don't know about the map very well is the new water nodes. Like, you don't have to go to a body of water to get water now. You can get, like, a geyser and collect water that way. I'd like to try to do that. I think that would be cool. But that involves a lot of exploring around. And honestly, I kind of, like... I'd rather just kind of be able to scan for them and find them earlier. That's something I would like the game to change. I'd like to be able to scan for things sooner. Hey, the mighty Alcorn is back. Adulty, parenty tasks are done. We now have a proper attendee in the chat. No longer distracted by the humans that you have created. I can't remember the name of the comic, but there's a guy that does a stand-up bit about children, and he says, "Have you made your own people? I've made my own people, and I am their ruler." I found it a very, very funny concept. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm getting so much lag today. The game yesterday was doing just fine. But I was getting lag in Minecraft today too, so like, who knows? I should put a call out in my Discord to see if there's anybody in the community that's really good at like building computers and stuff. Because I'd like to know what's potentially going wrong with mine. Grab some rods while we're here. Yeah, the thing about the nodes is just to try and... When you know where a few things are, it makes life a lot easier. That bauxite should not be backed up like that. That's not a good sign. Coffee Stain announced that they're making some graphical engine changes to the game for Update 5, and they're hopefully going to reduce the CPU need for all the things that are on belts. Maybe change the way that things are rendered on belts. That's going to be in the experimental version first, I think. Which is smart. Means that they can tackle all the potential breaking update stuff first. Okay. That's done there, so I'd have to do the other side. Enjoy the parenting stuff. Soon they moved out and want to do the adulty stuff themselves. Yeah, that's fair. My sister posted a little thing on Facebook the other day. When my sister married, she now has a stepdaughter, and she's now old enough that she's walking to the bus stop on her own for school, like not public transit, but like the school bus stop. And so Andrea, my sister, walks to the end of the street or something, just far enough that you can see that my niece will be on the bus on time and not late. I find it... The letting go moments are very, very interesting. I don't have any kids myself, so... Part of that was banky stuff. Oh, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I moved out when I was 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I went away to university, so... And after that, my mom ended up selling the house and moving to Boston shortly after 9/11, so... My sister and I actually moved in together for a brief period. Is everybody following what I'm doing so far? Creating 2 belts for 2 different materials, and then we're going to be pulling from those 2 belts to feed these machines on the left. My kiddo is 24. Miss the baby sometimes. Yeah, I call my sister kiddo. She's 40. Once you have a nickname like kiddo, it just doesn't go away. Not a thing that happens. Before I belt these up, I want to think about how I'm going to power them. What would be a cool way to run power to all of these things? They're all going to be flipped. And all of these are going to have things like this going down the front. And we don't have... Well, we could do a little trickery and have like a mid thing of power. There's something you can do. What's the smallest wall? We don't have half walls yet. I cannot wait for the half walls, because that is going to be something I use a lot for stringing power. Because right now what we could do is run power poles down here, which is probably the easiest thing. Right? Like we could run power poles along there. Very busy. But I think a cool way, because we've got this view here, it could be neat to have the power strung down the middle, but that doesn't help these guys. These guys we can do the power on the roof. That's not a big deal. So we could have the power go vertically. If I do... Yeah, I could put these on ramps. That's fine. I think that probably makes the most sense. They're not going to be perfectly straight, but that seems to make the most sense to me. But upstairs, what we could do... Oh, did these things go through? They did go through. I really don't like that they have the models go through other models. That looks terrible. If I do it the other way around... Does it still happen if I build this first? What if I build this first? Or is it just because it's a ramp that it's so thin that you can see the factory part through it? Oh, then it only sometimes happens. Well, that's annoying. Like, why is that there? Well, that's the other foot there. So it's only gonna, you know, it's not even gonna be regular intervals because Oh yeah, that's a pain. Well, nothing I can do about it. Coming out on an hour break. Do you want to wait until nighttime? Yes, I think I'm going to wait. Where's the sun? Yeah, the sun's really close, so we'll wait until the sun goes down for that. Thanks, though. Yeah. Folks that are new to the stream, I generally take a break once an hour, but in Satisfactory, I wait until the sun goes down, and then I step away for the 5 minutes while it's dark, because it's so hard to see in the game. Conveyor wall. I like that we've got this kind of like conveyor wall style going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mark 2 belt. Mark 4 belt. That's done. Oh. Right, we're gonna have to delete these anyway. I wonder if the smaller foundation ramp would be okay. My idea for power was also to run the power off of these, but I think our lifts are probably going to be in the way of that too. So coming in here, we're going to want the high one on the back. So close one. First one here is going to be... Nope, not there. Splitter. I just placed the other two so I can line them up. That. So yeah, I don't think we can put another wall up there. No. Gate wall maybe? Nope. Okay, so we can't have this here either. That's unfortunate because it looks cool. Mr. Badger Seth, hello, welcome back. Good to see you. She's a tight space. Right, so we can have it there, right? So we can delete this. I can put in the big bulky foundation thing. The order in which you have to do things in this game sometimes confuses me. Right, so that can stay there, like that. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it. I think that's fine. We could mess around with a few things. This might be a decent spot to put some power. So the power idea that I had, instead of running power along the back here, I thought we could do something like this. Do the little trick that gets us a middle foundation. So this goes to there. That is not a middle foundation. Right, so that's a middle foundation, which means we can do a wall here. So we could even have like some sort of weird thing going on in the middle, maybe? And I thought it would be cool to have the power connected this way. I could be completely wrong. And this could look absolutely terrible. I wouldn't even know how we would hook it up. Yeah, I can't say that I like that. I do like the idea of powering everything from the middle sometimes, but maybe not that case. So what we would do here, I guess, would be... Well, we could really be cheeky about it because these are going to be in the same position on the top and the bottom. We could totally just, like, up down the power like that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Bit of a head cold. Oh no, that's no good. Head colds are not fun, especially these days. Where is that? Just 2 ahead of the crease. So then we go 1, 2. Let's see if that works out. Yeah, it looks pretty sketchy. I'm not sure if I'm in love with that. I might want to do something else with it. For this one in particular, though, we can definitely run the power through here and up the side. So something like that to a double-sided power node there. And then we have access to the power there that we can bring up and go around. I think that looks okay. But yeah, the top we might just go up here to the next level and do the pole thing. That's probably the easiest thing. Anyway, looks like it's getting dark, so we should probably go find a break train. Kind of expected with schools going back. First 18 months, kids are just germ factories. Yeah. Yep. I'd imagine. Right, what train are we getting? Looks like Mixmaster is on its way back, so we're going to catch Mixmaster. Freshers fluid for teachers. Yeah, I'd imagine the teachers are dealing with a lot right now. pretty high vaccination rate in Canada, but we're still, I think, not quite at 80%. No, no. It'd be close. Yeah, there it comes now. So for those of you that are new to the channel, I take a break about once an hour. I do that usually during the nighttime in Satisfactory. We're going to jump on the Mixmaster train, which is going up into the Red Forest and getting the bauxite for our aluminum factory, which is what we're working on right now. And so while I'm gone, at least you got something to look at as the train travels around the world. I have yet to install a full train route that goes all the way around. Because then I would just make a brake train, and we would just go on the brake train specifically for that one purpose. But anyway, I'm going to go up a little bit higher just for something cool, different, slightly different angle. And we'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right. Back to work we go. That would be something really cool for a future project when we don't have like a factory thing to do is create like a brake project, a train hypertube or something like that. It'd be very fun. The side is getting quite large. Nice. Cool to look at. Anybody that's coming in that's new, we are basing this factory and creating it off of the Transformer Devastator, which is why it's all green and purple. And so a lot of the details we're waiting on the new update to come out in a few months. But right now, we're able to get a decent amount of kind of like foundation work done, and then we can build the details on top of that. So I guess the thing now is the task of creating all of these splitters as we need them. One there. What are these? These are needing 30. So these don't have to be Mark 1s. They have to be Mark 4s have to be Mark 1s. Well, this should only take forever. That's right. It will look very cool when it's all done. Sometimes this little green line will stick around, sometimes it won't. If it does make my life a lot easier. Oh, these need to go away. I may have to abandon the idea of creating this mega factory and have a little bit more small factories around Cosmic. I'm definitely feeling the lag here today, that's for sure. Although it's hard for me to know whether it's the game or whether it's my computer. Thankfully, when you put splitters on a belt, they can only go the one way. You don't have to worry about them facing the incorrect direction. Yep, J Price, we are working on the 4th tier of aluminum, where we are making both Alclad aluminum sheets and aluminum casings. This is the aluminum sheet portion, but we've created this whole aluminum factory with the idea that we could expand it in the future if we need to. Cool. while we're here, we might as well make sure that they're all doing Alclad sheets. Actually, and now that we've got this, we should copy the settings. Adding copy and the paste of the game just makes so much sense. Okay. So now power. I'm going to create this walkway, I think, just temporarily. So I've got something to stand on. Sorry for all the bright flashy. This will make putting the power nodes in a lot easier. I think it's supposed to be. Maybe we can go one back. Nah, it's gonna be too much of an angle. Okay. And 1, 2. I wish that I had a little bit more like 3D modeling chops when it came to stuff like this, because I would love to do like a mod for Satisfactory that would allow me to create some like different stuff or different textures. But I had some training in that when I was in school, but I didn't. I pursued television animation as opposed to computer graphics and stuff. Don't think the lag is your machine. It seems to be worse when you are populated by a lot of machines. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. I only notice it when I turn the camera. I noticed it on the train too. See, that's why I thought it was laggy, because the train, I noticed it coming down the mountain when we turned the corner too fast. But I wonder if it was looking at this factory in the process, maybe? Alright, so then from here we go to there. That's what I did over there. And then over here, what do we do? Right on the line. Cool. So we'll work on that after. Now we just have to do this other side. So this is going to be the reverse. We're going to do the iron on this side. The only reason for that is so that the... Wait a minute. How did I do it over here? Oh, I meant to do this the other way around. Alright. Not a big deal. I think we'll switch this. So the reason why is because I want little bit more headroom when you come through the door. This way. Oh, we're going to be finicky now, are we? So this way, when you come through, this isn't like right here, right? Just a little bit more space for your eyeballs. I mean, it could be worse, I guess, Cosmic. It could be like, you know, a slideshow. That's good. It's good that we're not dealing with that. I wonder... Oh, that would probably still take up space. This would be great to have an angled wall right there. Because this does not feel super supported. I will be honest with you. Can't afford. Missing plates. Frame rate setter comes from a high volume of physics processing from items on conveyors in close proximity, or at least that's what I've understood from the devs. Oh, cool. Game is already CPU bound with all the math. Well, that's good because my computer has a good processor compared to the video card. Specs are below the Twitch video. 1660 Ti for the graphics card, but I'm running a 9700. Where's the box? I don't remember what I have. It's updated on the website, I'm sure, on Twitch. I think one of the most frustrating things is just how difficult these machines are to stand on. I do find that a bit tricky. I wonder what looks better. We start down here. Now they're about the same. Buttered Goods, have you been playing a while? Hey Joel, sorry I haven't been able to join in. I've been doing marching band stuff. Sparky P, it's all good. Gotta do real life things. Real life things come before video games and entertainment. That's how it works. Oh, that is off. Let's try that again. Sometimes I'm getting the good guides, and sometimes I am not. Just realizing we should probably use smart splitters on the end of these. Instead of regular ones. So we'll do that this time as well. Have a good day, Max or 10. Fall asleep on your phone? Nice. I'm glad to see that I'm entertaining. I'm kidding, of course. Alright, so here we're going to use smart splitters because we may have to deal with overflow so things don't get backed up. More so for the aluminum. Less worried about the copper, but we might as well do them both. That is not terribly well lined up. That's okay. I've stopped caring. Left. What is this? Left is aluminum ingot. Center is going to be overflow. Right is going to be none. Want to go on the other side for this. Left is going to be copper ingot. Center is going to be overflow. Right is going to be none. We're going to go over here and switch these right now. Actually, while we're doing this, we should switch the sides as well. I'll probably come back afterwards, after the stream, and switch this particular line, just because I would prefer it to be the same as the other one. So same idea. These are, left is going to be none. Center is going to be overflow. Right is going to be aluminum ingot. Left is going to be none. Center is going to be overflow. Right is going to be aluminum ingot. Yep. One more batch to do. Oh, I guess we should do the power while we're down here. If you have a chance to take me through using the smart splitters again, is there a reason why they are better? Because they give you an option to control where things go. Sweet Sandy has a pretty good explanation. A normal splitter just splits everything. A smart splitter sends all to the machine and then the overflow out. Yeah, so a smart splitter would, like if you've got 60 coming in, a smart splitter would send 30 to the machine and 30 to the awesome sink. Sorry, a regular splitter would say 30 to the machine, 30 to the awesome sink. What we want from the smart splitter is to say, prioritize the machine, make sure the machine is full and the belt is full, and then send overflow to waste, right? So send what's left. So instead of a split, it's like a valve. I think thinking of it like a valve is almost a good way to do it. That's that all done. Where did we say we were bringing in the power in this floor? Temporarily, we've got the power there. I would like to run it on the roof instead, I think. I think that would be cooler. But for now, I guess we can do it this way. That's all of these machines hooked up. Oh, not quite. And after doing all of the import, it now looks like we do have room here, or even here, to run the export. I never thought about running the export back underneath everything. We could also run it up high. So what are these going to be producing? Alclad sheets at a rate of 30 times 16. $480. So it's going to be two 480 belts. I think we could probably just run them parallel to these. Especially because these aren't going to go anywhere, right? This is like the end of the line. So what we could do... It's a little bit sketchy. Can't do that. Is we could take these lines here, run them in here, take them up on lifts, put them out this way, put them on wall supports, see if I can get a wall support on this. I probably have to put a wall down first, but I think I can do it. Do they float? They do. Crap. I mean, that's minor. Just trying to think about what this would look like. I don't know. I'm not sure if that looks the coolest for our export. Kind of think we might want to do something else. I mean, we don't have to run them all the way around the back like that. We could just have them all come out right here. Just right here. Easy breezy. We just run into this, right? Well, we could run them all parallel and everything. Yep, I think we're going to run it through the middle. Was a neat idea, but I think we're just going to scrap this. And we'll just make sure that all these are facing the right way. Export, export on the left, 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 also left, left, and left. Okay. So this is actually going to send stuff over in this direction. Feel like we're going to have imports here. And imports there. Fancy little bit inside here. Let's get rid of that. So in here, we will do splitter. And this is where a normal splitter is what we want, because we want to do just a normal 50-50. And we need to do how much was coming in on this again? 60 times 8. 480. So 240. Oh, so we've been using the wrong belt. We need a Mark III there and there. The Mark IV we need here. That's unfortunate. I guess I could have left it, but hopefully this hasn't left weird little bits inside. Same idea. Split that way. Get that back. We need Mark IV coming in. And we need Mark III going out that way and out that way. And then bottom, again, we're going to do this now, where we only have to click twice. We're not going to have enough steel beams. Nope. know what I meant to ask? If my plan is to do lots of small factories, where do you think the best place is to start on the map? I was thinking Northern Forest, but if I'm going to move around a lot, I might not matter where I start. I would say Northern Forest, but right here, the western slopes, because you've got copper, there's 3 iron nodes right there, concrete is right there, quartz is right here, coal is right there. Like this area right here is, I would say, the best starting zone on the map. It's overdone. A lot of people play there. Alternately, if you wanted to have a bunch of little small factories, you could do the Dune Desert. We were running around there yesterday. You can do like, there's like iron here, and there's copper here, and there's, the coal is just way over here. Right? You're miles from water. Well, with the exception of like the little lakes and stuff. Do I have to get more of these? I do. Okay. Hopefully we don't have to go all the way back. Satisfactory is a factory building game. You build parts to unlock new abilities, and you submit those parts to the Fix-It Corporation via the space elevator. There's no story yet because it's still in early access, but that's the space elevator there in the background. So to start off in the game, you do not have any of the capabilities that I have right now. You start off with basically being able to build plates, screws, and rods. That's it. And everything's powered by biomass and burning trees and stuff. So you have to move, you have to go through the tech tree. Think like any tech mod in Minecraft. That's what I want. Do I have more of those? I think I have some on this train. Take it easy, J Price. Have a good one. If you do bang Satisfactory in chat, Sparky, you'll get a link to the website. Satisfaction through mathematically induced dopamine. Nice, Buttergoods. Buttergoods, pardon me. I didn't get a chance to read it if you replied in chat, Buttergoods. Do you have a lot of hours in Satisfactory? We've got 500 in this save and probably another couple hundred in other saves. We're not quite at 1,000, but we've been playing for a few years. Off and on. I've had the bug recently, so I've been enjoying this. I needed a break from Minecraft. That takes care of that. So this has to be a Mark III. And it goes from... Oh, that's going to be in the way. Crap. We'll do it over here, I guess. So Mark III lift goes from there to there. And then this will just come in here. You have to remove this for now. And don't want to put a pole right here. So that will eventually go to there. And then we'll do the same thing over here. That's our aluminum ingot input once we decide to get rid of the machine. It was a little off center. That's fine. And then we have to think about how we're getting the copper up there. Good stuff, Sparky. Finishing stuff off is always a good feeling. Whoa. This is where we were bringing the copper up, right? Yeah. We might go up the wall and across the top. At which point it's going to be better to bring the copper up here. That's probably the better way to go. So I would say hopefully this is right. That looks straight. Oh, I got it right. Straight this way, though. I would say maybe? Yeah, that's straight. Okay. Got no idea if that's actually how we want to do this. We might want to bring in this wall. We don't need this space, so I may very well make this wall thick on the inside, just so we can run stuff up and not have to worry about it too much. That might be preferable now that I look at it. Yeah, we could totally do this here. That might be more fun. Although we'd still have to get it to come out of this wall here. That would mean just one hole in the foundation here inside the wall. And then we could just bring everything right across. Although, maybe you want to do things a little bit more straightforward. I don't know. Either way, I think that's probably the best way to do the copper. Oh, wait a minute. We got to get copper down here, too. I always forget that when you run stuff up the side here, that it blocks how you want to do things. Oh, and then that's in the way. That means that copper is going to need to go in here. And we need 10, 80. So 160 per line. That's not even easy math. Gross. Bozy 666, they've answered correctly in chat. It's because I don't have the option to change it, or you don't have the option to change it with affiliate. It just depends on the day. They prioritize partners and then other affiliates, and then it's just a crapshoot as to whether you have the opportunity to change it. Looks like we're on another break though because it's getting dark. This looks really eerie with this green light. I don't think I like the green. Let's switch it back to purple while we're here. That's cool. Break train. No, that's the wrong. Alright, well, whatever. We'll get there eventually. Usually mods can answer with more succinct and detail than I really understand, but essentially I'd love to be able to be get to partner. So if you want to share the stream with your friends, there's a post on Twitter at Joel Duggan. If you want to just tell friends the next time that they're on Twitch, hey, check out this Joel Duggan guy. He did a pretty good job. Then the more eyeballs we can get on the stream, then the higher the average viewer goes and the closer I can get to applying for partner. We're still a ways off, but I think that it's important to keep on talking about it. I'm not sure what break train we just missed. I think it was Mixmaster. Anybody actually in the station? That is Bone Crusher. Mixmaster's there. Scavenger. Alright, well, I think what I'll do is I'll just use the regular Be Right Back screen rather than doing a video. Well, I can do a video, I guess. I can just do a video from maybe on top of the train station rather than riding a train. Can watch the trains come and go, maybe. Cool. I will be right back. to work. See if we can't get this thing up and running, at least part of it. I haven't even looked at the constructors yet for aluminum casings. Yeah, I have 100 megabits symmetrical. There's nothing on my end. It's all about Twitch and viewers' internet speed. That's all that can control the quality of the stream. When things are going well on both ends, then my system and my internet connection has no trouble doing 1080 60. I have a 2K monitor, actually. I downscaled to 1060. And I saw that Buttered Goods, you're at like tier 7, 8. That's cool. We just unlocked 8. We haven't done any work in 8. We just kind of like got the check mark that it's available. Alright, so I think what I want to do is get the power up here. So we'll go... I guess we'll do poles. Not my favorite. This clipping through the floor is kind of dumb. How did I do that below? Right, that goes out that way. So we'll go another one of these at like that height. And then we'll just go along like this. Oh, tricky. Here maybe we'll go through the wall again. Yeah, it's too bad that the going straight down doesn't look better. Be nice. This is pretty fast, though. I will give it that. And we should also do the old Alclad sheets. Copy settings. Tier 8 is nuclear power, I'm pretty sure. They rearranged tier 7 and tier 8. We actually had tier 7 unlocked. Not for us, but like we were at some of tier 8, and then when they switched stuff around, we only had to unlock part of tier 7 because we had already done it. Alright, so that's the power for up here. Now we have to do this nonsense with the splitters again. Probably should have done the power last from the looks of it. Ugh, that's annoying. So there's some things like that that I weirdly wish they would look at in the game. Not being able to select and put a splitter on a conveyor belt because there's like a tiny, tiny little power line in the way. It's annoying. Oh, the power lines are going to be in the way of these things. Oh, that sucks. Alright, well, screw that. I forgot about that. That's why I normally do the power last. I don't really have any plans to play Subnautica on stream. I barely have enough time to play the 2 games that I own. I own Subnautica, but just haven't really cared enough to give it a go. The issue that I usually have with games like that is that you end up with a ton of backseat gaming because it's an older game. The only other, the newest game that I own that I would like to play on stream would be Horizon Zero Dawn, but I have the same hesitation there. Is that I assume there's just going to be a ton of, like backseat gaming and stuff. It just creates a problem for the mods to police. With games like Minecraft and stuff like that, it's a little bit easier because there's no story, there's no spoilers, that kind of stuff. Nope, that didn't work. Yeah, I'm not really interested in Astroneer either. I tried Astroneer. I didn't like it. I thought the UI was terrible. The progression was gated by luck. It was not a good experience. I mean, I really have enough on the go with Satisfactory and Minecraft. As far as building games, I think I've got my fill, or my dance card is full, we'll say. But I've got Borderlands 3 for a first-person shooter for when I want to do that kind of stuff. I know this is really tedious putting all three of these together, but it helps you line things up. They really need to have vertical guides. Cosmic, you were asking about things that I wanted to add a game yesterday. Vertical guides would be very nice. Because this has been a real pain in the butt. Oh, this is going to be a smart splitter. Alright, you are going to be left. No, let's do things first. Right is none, center is overflow, left is cover. Right, none, center. Good. That's that half done. So for power, I guess I'll just go back to doing it this way. Seems like the easiest thing to do. I don't know if we have enough to actually turn this factory on. Hopefully we do. Almost there. Just 8 more of these crazy splitters and smart splitters and stuff to go. So we're going to do this the right way with these ones on the other side. Oh, that's why that happened. Good, good, good. And let the repetition begin. At a certain point, you just have to say this is good enough. Plans for art stream sometime soon. Yes, as a matter of fact. I spoke with Shakespeare Girl, member of the community and longtime supporter. I'm going to be working on her emotes, as well as my own, next week, I think. Just have to confirm a couple things with her. So depending on when she gets back to me on some stuff next week, I'll either be working on hers or mine. And what I might end up doing is working on hers at the start of a stream and then mine at the end. Because I think I have an extra sub badge I have to do, and I think I have an extra emote left to do as well. I also want to do a LEGO stream before the end of September. I might actually put the LEGO stream as a fun September, like, emote, or like a subscription reward, like maybe 175. We'll do a LEGO stream. That could be fun. In terms of like 175 subs. So if you like LEGO, oh, we're almost done. And now we switch to the Smart Splitter. Buttered Goods, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Yes, I think I've got a snow speeder that I could do. I also have a Y-Wing. Most of the LEGO, well, all of the LEGO I have currently is Star Wars LEGO. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just letting people know what's up. Okay, so once again, left, none, center, overflow. Right. Aluminum ingots. Left. None. Center. Overflow. Right. Aluminum ingot. So the only thing left to do now is get the copper and the power going. And I guess we should probably do a reverse, have the awesome sinks down the other end. So I'll build this platform out a little bit. Why? Why can I not build here? Oh, because of this thing? That's annoying. Alright. Bam Bam 27 gifted a tier 1 sub to Sparky P. Thanks very much, Bam Bam. Appreciate the support. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Gonna do 2 of these. Don't know if we need 2, but we're gonna do 2 anyway. logistics 3. That. To there and to there, and then we'll just take the power. Don't know what we do with the power. I think we did this. Does that clip? Of course it clips. That's fine. I lied. Not fine. Alright, so that means we can probably do the same thing over here. And I have to somehow get... I'm not too worried about the copper, actually. It's the aluminum that I don't want to have backup. That's the issue. Yeah, thanks, Bam Bam. I'm glad. Double-sided power wall Mark II crashes the Unreal Engine every time I interact with it. Oh wow, that sucks. Not the case here, thankfully. We're racing against the sunshine. I need to bring copper, which is 10 times 1632, so 320 copper. I guess we'll do just one belt. Unspillable coffee mug is the most on-brand Joel Duggan thing possible. It's too bad that you couldn't do cool stuff like have your own graphics on your mugs. It'd be great if it was just, you know, had a little bit of control like Minecraft where I could like actually update a new image on the mug. That would be fun. All right, this is producing 30 per minute. I said I needed 320. So 10 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is 300. That's slightly annoying. How many do these make? 37.5. So I could bring 9 of them and be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blah. That's right. I guess we'll just take an entire export row So what's happening here? All the exports are coming across the top, but it does not look like these last two are getting their fill. Why are you not? You're just slow. Probably trying to feed too many machines. Okay. So, what we'll do, this is a merger. No, it's a splitter. Alright, so we're not going to need that. We'll take this line. And we'll connect it to this left part here. Looks like I had already done this at some point. But we need it to do the full capacity, which is 30 times 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20. So that's 400? 600. So I guess we'll keep the splitter. We could replace it with a smart splitter, I guess. This is all temporary anyway. We could just oversaturate. That'll be fine. 780. I will be able to work on this as we plan bigger parts of the base. I don't have any copper pipeline, that's why I've not decided how to do this permanently. So the simplest solution is just grabbing a belt and coming along here. And I don't remember where we decided to bring it in. Oh, the problem thickens. Interesting. Huh. Well, now. I guess we have to turn sooner than I thought. And if we're going up here... Autosave lag, land before the lag. That's why I'd never wanted to go lower. I always wanted to go higher. Right, if we continue to make this like a too thick wall, then we can have it come up and enter in here. So we would just turn it here. Whoops, not like that, we won't. We have room to go under the floor too if it really comes push to shove, but I want to put a train in before I do anything like that. So let's do this. We'll do... a little trick here. Logistics 5. Don't think we have room inside here. No, we do actually. We could go up inside the wall. I think I like that better. Well, we're here now. Let's just do it this way for now. Sometimes it's cool to have stuff going up the outside of the factory. So that means that all of this is going to come in here and get split somewhere. The autosave is getting longer, you're right. See you later, Sparky. Have a good one. Sorry, I probably missed you. Love the pipes, lifts, and belts hanging onto the walls. Yeah, they're really fun stuff to mess around with. Having a too wide, like having a foundation for a wall is nice. We've got something coming in there. That's one belt. We have to just get another belt over that way. So this has to split in two. Which we could really do anywhere. Like we could totally do it here if we wanted to. Actually. We could indeed just put a splitter here. Run that into it. Well, actually that has to back up a little bit. So we need this to be at hold on. I find it really difficult to gauge height distances sometimes. After you get so far away, the oh, that's over that way. Okay. The perspective really messes with you after a while. So we could just have the splitter here. That gets everything up to the right floor. Yeah, the optical trickery, I agree. Can be a little bit difficult. So then this is going to go into 300 lines, so 480s. And what we'll do is why did I bring 600? When I only need 320. Anyway, I knew that wasn't going to work. Oh, I was so close to getting this done. Oh well. That's the thing. There's always another day. There's always another stream. I think I've probably done this for the whole segment. Of course, that's not going to work out nicely, but that's why it's in a wall. So we don't have to look at that. Cool. So that's working as advertised. Right on. Well, I will mess with this, I think, in another stream. But it is dinner time for me. My stomach is telling me I gotta go. Plus, it's been a good solid afternoon of streaming, and I think that's probably a good time to wrap it up. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like before you take off. We're going to try to pass you on to somebody else playing Satisfactory. I believe Perforated Soldier is live. Correct me if I'm wrong, Cosmic. But so far, we've done quite a lot on our third or fourth floor of aluminum. You can check me out on Twitter at Joel Duggan. You can follow me on the web at joelduggan.com. That has links to two of the podcasts I do, which is the Spawn Trunks and the Citadel Cafe. Both of them are free. Listen, why not? One's about Minecraft, one is about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment, including video games. You've also got an opportunity to support the channel on patreon.com/JoelDuggan, or if you've already jumped in here with a gift sub today or a tier 1, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for the support. September is going very well. This is the most subs we've ever had on the channel. This means that I get to stream more often. So if you want more content like this, then consider subscribing. 20% off for the month of September, and I really truly appreciate it. We've got a Lego stream coming up, hopefully, and we've also got a tour coming up on the Citadel server if we can hit 200 subs. Fingers crossed. Thanks so much, folks. I will see you back here tomorrow on Sunday. Have a good evening. We're going to pass you on to Perforated Soldier playing Satisfactory. Have a good one. Bye for now.